Slept my lifer's juice this morning. A bit of a swish. It is May 3rd, 2020, Sunday. As usual, your 54-year-old old fart curmudgeon, John Weaver, here again. I'm not alive and awake yet, and yet I'm still dealing with the COVID 19. People try to show and dress as pleasantly and as professionally as possible when doing a damn video when they're going to put it on the internet. I'll give a hoot. As of right now, I'm still expecting FedEx to get my equipment sent. Because of the COVID 19 situation we've got going right now, I can't get any installation. I had to do the installation all by myself as soon as I get the equipment. I contacted my local cable guy. He was supposed to be giving me my internet and a new cable box. Ship it through FedEx. You know, these guys are slower than anything else I've dealt with, but still. I'm hoping, expecting to get it anyway. Since this began a long while ago, self-quarantining has been the only thing I've been doing these days. I've been doing self-quarantining well before the bug ever hit. And it's not easy, and it's mentally taxing. Hardly have anybody come into the door. And when I do, it's appreciated, and I'm usually barking at their heads. In dealing with this bug and everything else that goes along with it, it's some people call it challenging. No, it isn't. It's a damn pain in the ass. It's a blasted pain in the ass, and I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can. It's not easy. I know it sounds like whiner, and people want to hear happy stories. I'm like, oh, give it a break. Give me some reality at this point. 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got people jumping up and down because of a little 3.3 hits underneath their house. I understand what an earthquake feels like. I've been through one. Actually, I've been through several of them. Even had one close to the house one time in San Fernando Valley. The 94 alarm clock. I call it worse than that. Anyway, the earthquake hit and all hell broke loose. And the house was breaking loose as well. It was still barely survivable, and the family lived in that for a long period of time afterwards. We just coped and dealt with it. No gripes or grumbles about it. It was still home. It was still home. I mean, ever since leaving the San Fernando Valley, I felt more and more isolated. And then again, living in the valley, I was still isolated in the first place, what I was talking about. So, managed to meet some new people, new friends along the way for the past 15 years since moving away from the San Fernando Valley into the Antelope Valley. And some have proven to be true, and others are just fly-by-nights. You notice who your true neighbors are and your true friends are when they start checking up on you from time to time to see how you're doing. And as much as I have gotten used to being an isolated person throughout the rest of my life, it's kind of nice having somebody to look after me from time to time just to see how I'm doing. And I appreciate it. I just wish I could stop being a curmudgeon, a grouchy old 54-year-old chewing out fart. But this is how I'm coping with the bug right now as it is. I mean, I'm still waiting for school to end. deal with summer. Go back in the fall online. I'm still waiting for the equipment to come today, hopefully. I'm anxious to get it going. I'm anxious to get my new cable going. I'm anxious to get the new internet going. I mean, as much of a short time as it may be, I'll enjoy every second of it as much as I can. And the thing of it is, I'm trying to enjoy what I've got right now, which is, I don't know, with everything else happening with the politically conscious and dealing with a damn virus threatening to drive people crazy, there's a new insect scare I gotta be terrified about now. Apparently, we've got another import coming into the country regarding wasps. This one seems to be a doozy. This one seems to be worse than all the other ones we've got so far. This one kills. It's considered quite deadly. So if we're not worrying about a virus trying to kill us and in the political ramifications and conspiracy theories left and right, we are worrying about a damn insect coming over here into the Southland to kill us. You take off the bug, and the bug in a swarm will kill you. Well, normally bees will do that. Killer bees, definitely. We had to get used to those little bastards over the past 20 or 30 years. Now we got killer wasps. And they say they're coming out here in the summertime. Great. That's all we need. From Washington State all the way down to California, it's another fun thing to deal with in life. So, enough of my griping and bitching about how bad life is. You probably want to hear how glorious life is and deal with that kind of life. I hate to break it to you, but life is life. It's your own perspective, and it's also your own viewpoints of what you bring into it that either makes life challenging or makes life a real burden. And at times it does feel like a damn burden, and you're just dragging your heels. That's alright, drag your heels. Drag your ass if you have to. Yeah, I said it. I'm not deleting it. No, I have to keep my language bit clean these days. Especially I have to start posting on YouTube just to let people know that, hey, there are survivors out there of the COVID scare. I am just not well dressed. I am not well kept. My hair hasn't been cut in over a year and it still needs a shower to clean it up every so often. Yes, it's called Reality Check. And what's fun about Reality Check is when all these nice, lovely people out here keep raiding our stores for supplies that we need: shampoo, soap, paper towels would have been nice. Oh, toilet paper's a priceless commodity. And if we don't have that to worry about, we also have meat shortages. This whole damn scare. But the bug is not a myth. It's a reality check. And if we're not going to get through this damn reality check one way or another, I don't know how the hell we're going to be able to get through this thing. One way or another. We just have to deal with it a day by day by day. Because eventually we're going to be able to get outside and gather again. Right now we can't. We're not allowed to. You call it government conspiracy. You bitch and gripe about the government forcing people into the situation, and you think it's a government coup. It's a government takeover. Get real, boys and girls. Get real. Because this damn bug, once it gets into your home, it stays. It finds another neighbor to knock around left and right. You don't know, you're going to be infecting or not. and you have no idea. If I get the bug, I don't know until about a week later, but during that time, I've already infected a hell of a lot of people I didn't even realize. We have to wear masks. Well, you notice I'm not wearing mine because I'm in store and I'm not outside ready to get nailed. I have to wear a mask outside, long distance walking. I have to have a mask going in stores. It's inconvenience, yes. But imagine what it would have been like back in 1918 when the Spanish flu was going around. And people thought the damn thing was fictional until it hit them. But probably back then, I don't know if they've got the nut jobs as we have these days. We have technology, we have medicines. People would think surely we would have something to beat this damn thing by now. Yes, as long as we have baseline information to work with, and also antibodies to work with, medications to work with. I mean, it takes time for study and research. Unfortunately, the public is unaware of this and unwilling to be unaware of this. They still think it's all a scam. Well, you just keep thinking it's a scam at this point over here until your family decides that it wants to kill itself by having the COVID stay over. And maybe knock off the old grandma, the old grandpa, the old aunts and uncles, and maybe wind its way down into the family chain to the weakest link. And then you'll be left all alone. Of course, you're laughing your ass off at this point over here, and you're still thinking this can't happen to you. Talk to the people who actually have the body bags and talk to the relatives about that, not to mention the healthcare officials who have to deal with this on a day by day by day basis. Do you understand now? No. Okay. Go out there, find a person that's infected with COVID 19, breathe deeply, rub your body all over him. Make sure that you're totally covered with the COVID 19. Then bring it over to your family, your friends, and wait about a couple of weeks. Maybe in that time, you'll find out if they're going to start dying off. At the same time, you might be dying off. Scary proposition, isn't it? Well, get used to it. You still think this is a regular flu bug at this point over here. We got baseline information. We got vaccinations for that damn thing. We can take care of the flu. We can ride our way through the flu and also through the pneumonia. This bastard we're still learning about. More and more. And it surprises the scientists all over the globe. They all share information. It's not a worldwide conspiracy. They're really out there trying to help mankind, not put them in cages. Have a zoo here. And at times, I know it feels like we're having a zoo. We're not. We're trying to make sure that the bug is not spread about. We're trying to make sure that everyone is protected in some way, form, or fashion. So we make this bug starve itself to death. We don't give it opportunities to eat. To eat you, to eat me, to eat somebody else. And if you can't understand that situation, then I don't know what the hell we're going to do. And ranting and raving for this morning.